Ready, boys? 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Runs podcast. We've got a bit of a different episode this week. We have got some of the people with the hottest takes in running in today. Darkest was your idea. Your episode nearly spiraled into just hot takes. So we've assembled a crew of opinionated runners, really, to chat through some stuff. How's it going? Everyone all right?
Good.
Well, Joe?
All good.
Yeah. So you might recognize everyone. Nicky, he's a co-host. Adam Bull's been on before, Darren Bishop's been on before, and Darkey's been on before as well. So, top of the list, Darren Bishop came in with his complete disrespect for camelbacks. Do you want to tell us a bit more about them, Bish?
Well, where'd they come from?
Camels.
They just... Well, someone was wearing them at junior park run the other week. A kid wearing one at junior park run. I used to go out as a kid and never touch a water. Now you can't go 5 minutes without having water. Bull has got water there.
No.
You can't go 5 minutes now without people carrying waters or bottles of water now.
There's a
Junior
need
park run.
from some distances you need them, don't you? I'll take a vest out with water bottles in if I'm running over like a certain distance. But every time I go to put one on, I think, would Bishy approve of this? And then if it's only 10k, I take it off. Like, where's fair? Where's fair?
I think you got issues when you start seeing people turn up the park run and stuff with them.
Yeah, that's a weird one, especially if it was a junior park run.
It was a junior one, yeah.
What's
It's go all day when you were kids. And
Yeah.
never, you know.
How far can you run without water and hydration? And fuel, like?
Well, I think officially for races, isn't it like 10k they got to put water on during the race?
Yeah, I think, like, to be fair, regardless of what distance you're in, most people should be able to, I think you should be able to run an hour.
4 miles was the water stop yesterday, wasn't it? The first one was 4 miles yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't have
And
any
I
water
was
on
just-
that yesterday.
Oh, but they were in cups, but that's another story.
Because if you did choose to take one, you'd be left with a thimble size by the time you got to drink it.
Absolutely.
That's why I stopped and walked through Amity, but it's sensible.
Oh, that's why, is it?
Yes, it
That's
was.
it. I stopped to walk to take on.
Camel
Not
back on.
Not because I'm unfit as fuck at the minute.
But yeah, camelbacks can go in a bin anything less than an hour, Bull, is it?
Yeah, like, I don't know, unless you've been on the piss the night before and you've really been, like,
What, and you got red wine in it to keep it going?
do you really, if you're running less than an hour, do you really need to take water on?
Yeah, like I say, I'm sure it's like a 10k, and if it's a 10k, they've got to have some water during the race, or maybe at halfway or whatever they'd put it. But yeah, so maybe a 10k, I'd say, because some people are taking an hour or more, eh? So
Yeah.
Doc, you're a camelback user because you're the longest runner out of all of us, right?
Oh, I don't. Am I?
You run the
Yeah.
furthest distances, don't you?
you'd have
You're always
mountains
up in the
and
trees.
doing mad races.
Yeah, but a lot of those are really short. Like I cannot get myself bothered about this, lads. Like
Where's a camelback?
yeah. I think an hour sounds good. Like I
No
just
opinion.
can't get motivated by this one. Sorry, lads. Just couldn't.
No, that's fine. What does motivate you?
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff on that list.
Yeah.
Strava PBs. That's like
That's next up. Strava,
that's like-
PBs, chip time. What's going on, boys?
I fucking hate this one as well. I'm all over this one. It's like the
And
race
that's-
distance
leave
is
it in there.
measured. That's the fucking distance, not the satellite watch.
You're just picking your favourite, didn't you, to post, like?
Well, yeah, obviously.
I got in a bit of trouble for calling people out for this in the past.
you got in
Okay.
trouble
Yeah,
for calling people out.
yeah,
For being correct, like.
yeah.
What happened?
Remember back in lockdown when Welsh Athletics did those 5k races down in Pembrey
Yeah.
on like a 1k loop, so probably quite GPS generous.
Mm.
And some guy was claiming he'd run a time, I think it was a minute 20 quicker than the actual race result.
Yeah, that's
Like,
not seconds then. That's huge over 5K.
no, like you know, not a bad run. I think he ran like 15:40 or something like that. But then was trying to claim he'd run like under 15 minutes.
Fuck me. Yeah,
Well,
that's
why
was that the
you-
one? Is it the same guy as Cardiff?
Not Sean Daniels. No, I'm winning.
Well done. We went 4 minutes without mentioning any names.
Yeah, fair play.
He
Jim.
mentioned him before. But
he's
Well, the
famous.
winner of the virtual Cardiff half.
that's him.
Why
He
do
went
people
virtual for a
do
couple
it
of
then? Is it just vanity or like?
Yeah, it's entirely different.
Some situations, some people are just genuinely oblivious to the difference.
Yeah,
I think there's an handful of people like that, but there's not many. Come
No,
on, some people are like running like say quick times. They know the fucking score. They know what's right to what's wrong. Your fucking watch or your Garmin or whatever this taxing you, that's not 100% right. Is it like London? I've run London 4 times and it's been 26.5 to 27 miles every time. But it's not, is it?
no.
It's fucking 26.2.
You look at the number of people in lockdown slamming time trials around dodgy loops and stuff.
Well,
thinking,
I will mention someone because we take a piss of him in a group. Mark Henry, he probably won't mind me taking a piss. He done like a 5K and a 10K around a small loop in Ogmo during lockdown, and we still take a piss of him now because he's got it as his PBs on his Strava. Mark won't mind me mentioning him because it's a ongoing joke in the group.
But
Do you
when
reckon
they
it's
get to a normal race, they like wonder why they can't get anywhere near it.
That's the thing. Like, no one stops, do they? No one stops. It's like, oh, they're 10K on the watch. I'm going to walk off the course now. They still go
done,
and get their free T-shirt.
Stop,
It's like, you don't believe it for a
Sparky to
second. You know you're lying.
stop on the line and walk it in.
Yeah. Yep, that's me done.
Didn't
Fucking half a mile
Ross,
from
didn't
the
Ross
finish.
Barkley do it through COVID?
Yeah, but what he got caught out, didn't he? Because didn't he post like a 17-minute 5K?
Didn't he break the world record?
No, it was like
I
it
don't
was
know.
a decent time. I think it was like just went sub 17, but then when you click on it, you can see moving time, and it was like a 28-minute. But he'd
Last
obviously
time.
done it as a session, but he put up fucking whatever 5K, didn't he? And then he got caught out.
Didn't Tom Pidcock do the same or something?
Did he? I don't know. I remember Barkley doing it because then again, Black, you remember we had a thing in our group, didn't we? And 'cause
Yeah,
I was
16:11 he done.
Runner. Who found it?
Yeah, 16 minutes, 11
Oh,
seconds.
yeah, it was even quicker. So in the football group we're in then, I was like, there's no way he's running. And all the boys like, oh, stop being fucking jealous because he's quicker now. And then it come out then and he was fucking tossing it off and cheating.
It's a weird one. Like, I reckon like some of his vanity as well, just because chip times take longer to come through, don't they? And they just want to post for the likes and everything as well. Because I told everyone I done a 1:47 yesterday, and then my chip time come through and it was 1:49. But no one
So
gives
you
a shit
fucking
about
like-
me anyway.
Where did you stop then? Before the hill at the end?
Country back.
He's stopping me for 5.
I had to stop to take my calf sock off. Big mistake I was. First water station, I was like Dean Portman in the penalty box stripping off.
Fuck's sake. So what did you pause to watch?
Gritty for some people as well.
I don't pause my watch. I'm not that disrespectful. What do you say, Bull?
I think some people it's just like a bit of lack of integrity as well. Like they just go, I'm just going to claim the fastest time, regardless of whether it's GPS or, you know.
Yeah.
You were saying there's
No
people.
No one's going to actually look at the full result, so I can claim that. Yeah.
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 You were saying, Bull, there's people in the running community that lack integrity.
Well,
I don't believe that.
Oh, here we go. We're fucked now.
There we go.
Oh. So what's your Strava PB? Is it better? Are you honest on it?
Who are you talking to now? Me.
Everyone's just quiet. The silence speaks volumes. Like,
Mine,
My PBs on my Strava are from official race results.
mine are linked to the race results.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna have to.
think
Well, let's
then.
have to start
Somebody
PBing first.
got-
don't we?
somebody- I
Uh-huh.
think there's a PB for you. You haven't raced all the distances yet, have you?
No.
No, marathon will be my PB though. Everything else I have, yeah. Every other distance I've raced.
Just do a net downhill
Yesterday.
from top to Flea Mountain full send. And the
What?
card. Just do a net downhill run.
I can't run downhill, but it's solid. I'd rather run uphill. Coming back off our loop yesterday, turning around, I was like I was riding a pogo stick down there. It's disgusting going downhill.
Like Bismarck.
What else have we got on? Charity runs. Now, we don't want to slag charity off or anything, but there's a lot of them, and some of them might lack a bit of integrity as well, and do you reckon?
I reckon so. Like Mo Run, let's get that one out. In like, that's got nothing to do with Mo.
I wonder who brought this one up then.
It's just, a lot of it feels like a grift, though, doesn't it? It's like, even on the Mo Run website, it's like this is a platform for you to do fundraising. It's got nothing to do with it. Established charity. It's just a
Pig
blank
ranking, like.
in the park, and we can come back to this on multi-distance races being utter bollocks as well. Just like pick a distance.
We can just swivel straight to that. They can tie in together. But yeah, Bish, you said before we come on, it's just buy your medals, isn't it, some of them?
Awesome, yeah. I'm not a big fan of. This goes back to like the under-12 football team, like, doesn't it? Oh, you had a good season. Let's give everyone a trophy. Not for me.
I don't like this. And just plan your event as it's a marathon or it's a half marathon. Don't tell me a half marathon and say, oh, if you don't fancy the half, we can do a 10K. If you don't fancy the half, fuck off.
Yeah. There's plenty of 10Ks about now.
Yeah.
We'll stick to 10K for now.
But yeah, some of them. And like, charity space is extortionate as well. $2,500 you have to raise to run London for a charity.
More than that, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was more than that now, isn't it?
I thought it was more than that.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't know. I haven't looked into it for a while. Like I actually never have. I've looked for the Tokyo one, that's all. But yeah,
I've always qualified.
Yeah, same. I've always qualified for London.
All right, boys. This podcast is for all types of runners.
Yeah, I know.
Those with integrity and those without.
We're allowed to rub our ego as well.
We are allowed to rub our egos. How much you looked into charity for Tokyo, though? How much was that?
Well, that's a fucking weird. That's just a weird fucking thing. Anyway, it's bids from over 100,000 yen, which is about 800-900 quid. But then that doesn't even guarantee you a place. You've just got to pay that to the charity.
Fucking hell, that's selling, isn't it?
That's a minimum. Yeah, they sell in places basically near the charities. That's a minimum bid. So, yeah, I don't know. I know last year, this year, Carl went from Phoenix and he paid 1,500 quid. He did. That's what he bid for his place, which he bought himself a place like nice. I'm not that fucking rich. I can't afford to go pay that.
I don't know how much Ironman was before.
The marathons and stuff.
I don't know how much Ironman is now, but when I first done mine, it was $1,000.
Was it?
And I was in 2014.
For Wales?
Was it?
Yeah. You must have had a different level, Bish, because I know, like, when the boys buy them now, if you, like, they have, like, phases, don't they? So they sell so many places at 600.
I think it's 500 quid on a day, isn't it?
Yeah, is it 500-600 quid off the top of my head? Something like that.
Oh, yeah. No, for if you want a charity spot.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
That's what you're talking about charities, mate.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, sorry, Bish.
Then you threw in the fucking Ironman, all right.
I remember the first ever race I ever
No, it was
did.
like £100 you had to pay yourself and you had to raise $1,000.
Right, sorry.
First race I ever did was about 15. I'd never run before. And it was Aberdeen 10K, charity run, Macmillan,
Camelback on.
Penderyn down to Aberdeen. End on the day, £5. Sorted.
Good
Now,
one.
Isn't it?
now you're paying 30 quid to enter a charity run.
Yeah.
Prices have got
Which
extortionate,
may or
haven't
may
they?
not be giving the money to charity anyway.
Exactly.
Well,
that's where
that's
I think
the
we've got a
problem,
problem, isn't it? Like you say, there's some are proper charity put on events, isn't it? Is the Castles to Castles we mentioned to me? Is that Valindra?
That's Valindra.
So yeah, something like that I would assume is linked to the charity directly and goes there. But then, like you say, other ones then I just piggyback in, putting it as a charity event, and then that's what's probably enticing some people in, I guess, isn't it? Thinking, oh, I'm doing a good thing, I can get out to a 5-10K and get my medal, and I'm doing something. But people need to look into it more. I think we're right there.
The Go Silent 10K this year is for raising all their funds, I guess, after their costs, maybe. Fact check me on that. But they're doing it for the Fornicky Foundation, the one we spoke about when Alex was on here.
Yeah.
That seems to be a lot more real, and probably because Fornicky's on the doorstep as well, isn't it? I imagine it's all going to that. But then, yeah, you've got some that are like Darkey said, how much is going to the charity? Like,
Well, like I said, that Mo one is not even linked to the Movember thing. Just off the name.
And they're all over as well. Like,
Yeah, they're not just
multi-distance races all over the country. Nothing for the community. It's just making cash, just printing money, and then make some pizza medals and do that in December as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. That one. Yeah.
What's that one? The pizza run.
Yeah, it's like the same people basically.
Yeah, same place in Cardiff.
Yeah.
But like you said on the chat as well, in Dark, once these get found out and the rug gets pulled under them, it's the community that loses out then because they've lost out on all the in the meantime.
It's like a lot of these races in Butte, like the distance ones. I think that's like bollocks, isn't it? Because like got advertising budget because they're doing races all over the country. Easy visibility and like Facebook, Instagram advertising. You get everyone in to run like a Rugby loop in Butte that's long established by someone else. People do enough racing over the course of the year, and then those people aren't moving on to club races. I think, running's big at the moment and can support that. But it wasn't long ago club races were having to shut down because you couldn't get sign-ups, and it'll be like that again.
There's plenty of club races that have not started back after COVID and whatnot.
Yeah, I think a lot of that as well is councils with road closures, isn't it? Being wankers over that.
Well, I think there's, I know I'm not going to name any names in terms of the races, but I know one in particular is talking about not being able to sort of run itself from this year, well, after this year's event, because of the cost of road closures.
Yeah.
You know, big, well-established events, look for, really involved in the local community, big numbers every year, but are really having to consider pulling the plug because they can't afford it.
Shit, isn't it?
It is.
And then, as Mike said, you get these organisations posing as, under charity names, like, Mo Run or whatever, that are just rinsing people for, for however much they charge and letting them run around a loop in Boot Park.
That they fucking train on anyway, like. So it's just paying to do something you do other 6 days of the week.
You get your medal. You do get your medal. So
you get your medal and a cup of water.
Get a headband.
Stash.
Oh, fucking hell. Any more on the charities? It's a fucking... but it is, it's not fair on the other... Like I said, it's the same with everything. It's not fair on the proper charity runs and everything as well, then, because they all get tarred in with the same brush, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's St. David's, they do a similar one, St. David's charity, and then
proper you've got half, isn't it? St. David's.
St. David's Hospice,
Yeah.
You run the risk and get the same brush if you've got one which is being maybe a bit disingenuous.
Be better. Right then, this is a tricky one as well. We spoke about this briefly on one of our previous pods and the 0% beers and stuff like that. But being a sober runner, is that the new vegan runner for 2025 or what's going on with... What is sober?
I feel attacked by you.
Are you vegan?
Beer, Adam.
I'm not vegan. Fucking hell.
No.
Teetotal,
yeah, I don't drink.
Neither do I, really.
Yeah, you
No,
do.
you don't.
I drink alcohol-free stuff now.
I haven't drunk since I
I've
was a
seen
lad.
you have a beer.
You haven't.
I stopped when I was about 18.
You actually?
Yeah.
No, you're not. Like you said, you got steaming with him in castles.
No, I got steaming in castles.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't drunk since but I don't know, like...
You don't spin it as a sober runner. You look more like a you look more like a vegan than sober as well. So you're like, I don't want to get in trouble, obviously, but you're like proper sober as well, then. But just because you don't want to.
We're talking me or Bull now. Is a helicopter going over? Like,
you?
The Tonguil nice demilitarized zone, innit?
But you haven't drunk since you were 18, Doug. Any reason in particular, or just don't fancy it?
It just worked out. I could get myself. Huh? I could get myself in enough trouble without it, so it's just like, oh, it's fine.
That's fair.
Right. I didn't have any money, so I was like, well, I'm getting in enough trouble. This is fine. Like this'll do.
But it's like I said, sober. You get a coin, don't you? Like, I'm ex-alcoholic. I'm sober now, innit?
Yeah, but I think you have to have been alcoholic for that, guy, not just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're sober runner, then you're just not having a can.
And this is my argument where people like want to make like a big fuss about it.
Yeah.
And it's in your Instagram bio.
Yeah.
Or you're called like the sober runner.
Yeah.
And it's like
your whole online identity is around being sober and being a runner.
Yeah.
No.
Because being a runner isn't enough on Instagram now, is it?
Yeah, no, you got to be unique.
It's not enough.
You've got to be the something runner.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
No.
So you need like your new thing, and like that's the issue with it. It's like you teach kids not that. This is the thing for me. You teach kids not to put stuff in their mouths so they don't choke or they don't poison themselves. I mean, you're a fucking grown up. Just maybe don't put stuff in your mouth.
Yeah.
Don't make a fuss about it.
Yeah.
Like no one's like, oh, I don't chew Lego bricks. No, like, that's fucking well done, like. 4 years old, you don't chew Lego bricks. That's really impressive. Well done, mate.
It's like I said, and the reason I reference vegan is obviously everyone's always got vegan runner and vegan in their bio, but no one's got meat eater in there.
No.
Oh, I bet they do.
Oh,
some probably. I may haven't stumbled across them yet.
The keto
carnivore.
Yeah.
The carnivore runner. But I don't know, sober just again, does that like do a disservice to the actual sober people that have had these issues in the past as well? But again, it doesn't have to be your entire identity, does it?
Well, no, I don't see it. Like, I like a pint and I enjoy having a few after the race as well. I feel like you earn it, but that's me. That's everyone's personal preference. But I don't put on there, like, you put the drinking runner. We should start putting that, like. So.
Yeah, like the junkie runner, like, well done, you're getting out. I won't burn any foil until I've done 5K.
Yeah. You could put the ex-smoking runner, or the non-smoking runner now, couldn't you?
But that guy we were seeing the other day, wasn't he? And he's like, oh,
yeah,
I will never go back to my old ways. All he done was quit smoking. So he was Jack a fucking ripper. Back to my old ways, like, just stopped having some Lambert and Butlers, like.
Yeah.
There's some like running influencer person on Instagram. He just videos himself smoking a joint before he goes for a run every day.
Quite a big community of that in America.
That'd be quite funny to watch. What he's like running after smoking a joint.
I had read an article before about someone who microdosed mushrooms on like an ultra as well, and microdosing is really like successful because it doesn't push you over that edge, like keep you in the zone.
Realised he forgot his trainers.
What?
No.
Did he finish the race before he realised he forgot his trainers?
He was doing Ponty Park Run in a pair of Speedos, he was.
Not that end.
That brings us on to fancy dress. What about fancy dress?
What, in general, or just at races?
The thing is, at my speed, I'm getting beat by people in fancy dress, and that's quite degrading.
I remember I did London Marathon a couple of years ago, right? In the Good for the Age pen, someone's alongside me the whole way. Bloke dressed as Elsa. Oh, by mile 18, I just got fed up, going, "Come on, Elsa! Come on, Elsa!" And then a fucking banana comes running past me.
Oh, I mean, last year in Cardiff, my brother got beat by someone carrying a washing machine. I thought he was going to jack it in them, but carrying a washing machine. I don't know. It must have had the drum or something. The brick definitely wasn't in it, was it?
But fuck, yeah, they're heavy as fuck washing machines.
Fuck, absolutely.
They did it in Oscarlin one year. Did it with a washing machine on the
washing machine. Fucking hell, that's fucking. Well, a marathon or what? Are you doing in Cardiff, your brother? Yeah, he did.
Cardiff half. It was around Growth Park. Someone piping in with a fucking washing machine.
That's some crack.
That's the last thing you want on Roth Park as well, isn't it?
Well,
Not everyone does Roth Park.
Leave the heavy white goods at home and just try and run a bit quicker.
Yeah.
And cut through Roth Park.
Yeah, well,
Well, that'd be making me
Like Roth Park, well, don't
Not that can.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so if you are sober, great, like, but don't make it everything.
Yeah.
And it's not sober because you could just go and have a can tomorrow.
yeah.
What about
my cousin drunk since he was 18. I don't think I've drunk this year at all. You know?
I don't think I have either.
Last time you drank, Bull, was at Paul's wedding.
I was going to say, I'm
Crushed up
sure
on
I've
my
seen
lap.
you tearing up a dance floor in some Instagram videos in Paul's wedding.
That was last year. Yeah.
That's fine. What about the 0.0%? Or do you bottle them, Dark, or do you just have
Yeah.
squash?
I think you used to be just like squash, but you drink so much Pepsi Max. I
Yeah.
started to mind a little bit. And like, yeah, 0%, like it's all right, isn't it? You wouldn't even notice.
I don't know.
have the likes of
I
them.
don't really like. One of the reasons I don't drink much now is because I don't really like the taste of it anyway. I just used to drink to black out. Like, I'm not mad on 0.0%.
Erdinger,
It's nice right now.
Erdinger do an isotonic one.
Just fucking hell. Did you have to make running your entire personality out?
Bull.
Fucking beer.
Well, running, then I got a dog. That's all. That's part of my personality. But
It can't be long until the first whey beer. It's just a protein shake, like
14 beer,
Oh, I
Guinness
bet you
protein shake.
like a stout.
can now. I bet you can get it.
Yeah,
Definitely, that's fucking mad, man.
some mad.
But there's a brand out there, got one out there with mushrooms in it.
Oh, mushroom blends. I know. I tried
Free with
like,
a roll-on stick.
Oh, fucking that bollocks.
Yeah.
what is it?
That Pure Sport roll-on.
Sounds like Spewer Sport.
Oh, I thought you were all about fussy and that
Freeze roll.
all the
Oh,
influencers
the
have got
deodorant.
fussy of a name.
Deodorant, I got that. I use that fussy.
Told you he was an influencer now, Dark.
I'm not fucking influencer. I just buy it.
Is it good?
Roll it on your calf.
Yeah, it's just got no fucking aluminium and all that shite in it, of it. It's just all natural, whatever it is.
You make it's not buying it. It's not gifted. You need to get the language.
Not gifted.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not gifted.
Which again leads us on nicely to influencers and influencers. I've been toying with this, battling with this for ages. Influencers, content creators, there's a difference in it. And influencers just make shit content, don't they? I'm fed up of seeing a get ready with me post, a reel, and they chuck out all their kit, men chucking out their kit, and then just chuck a red thong in the mix as well. It wasn't funny the first time I seen it in 2017. It still rolled through to 2025 and it's crap. Like,
Once you've seen one of their reels, you've seen it 100 times.
Yeah.
Like,
Copy and paste, isn't it?
yeah, there's zero originality behind any of it.
you got big beef with that industry, haven't you, Bill?
Yeah, I just haven't got patience for it.
But what about like the content? Do you watch like running YouTube at all or anything?
Yeah. Like there's
The good content creators are fine. It's the influencers, isn't it?
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. There's people out there that make good content. Make whether it's YouTube or Instagram. Like there's a handful of people that make really good stuff, and I've got time for that. It's just people who've been running 5 minutes and then think, right, I'm going to make running my entire personality. I'm going to make a reel every day about running and give people advice on how to run a marathon, even though they've never run a marathon themselves. And, just the useless waffle that comes from half of them.
And what comes straight after that? They're a coach now, selling PDFs as well. Coaching is a skill in itself. Like, Bull, you coach as well. And we worked together briefly. And I didn't have a PDF of you. It was all interchangeable and communication was there. But just because you're a good runner doesn't mean you're going to be a good coach, does it?
No, 100%. Like,
Just you're a good runner, you'd be a shit coach.
Just for
Steve
staying
Gerrard, decent player, shit coach.
as well.
You are?
Just for a bit of fairness, Mike coaches as well. So
Sorry, Mike. I'm not familiar with your game. But you're coaching, you're not just selling PDFs, are you? You could buy them for £6 off Ben Parks.
I can't work PDFs, so I wouldn't be doing them. I wouldn't be selling PDFs.
No. If you could, you'd be selling them on a rodent's website. Me and Nicky could easily go into coaching now and just knock up a pretty pink PDF, and I could coach people to run from couch to 5K, and then Nicky could take over the 10Ks and sell the PDFs, and it'll be fine. But again, you go back to that word integrity. It lacks integrity, doesn't it?
Yeah, because like I've said to you, innit, it's like I fucking know a bit about running. I've been running 8-9 years. I couldn't fucking coach someone. I wouldn't know where to start. And
patience to be a coach either.
Nothing about it. Fucking running history, the background of what they do for a job, how many, I know people ask all these things beforehand, but it's like you say, it's just bollocks, and it's just selling people printed off, copy and paste shite.
It's going to get worse with ChatGPT as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, it dilutes and dilutes the same, the industry, and it's not fair on good coaches like you two as well, then.
I don't know, I'm
relatively you selling me ChatGPT stuff?
What?
Just smartly through chat.
Oh, go on, Darkey. You were speaking out now.
No, you was, Bish.
Oh, I was just saying, I think I was just asking Bull if he's telling me ChatGPT stuff.
It's on my time there.
He still uses fucking Excel, but...
Yeah, Excel. Wait for more.
Just get WhatsApp.
Influencers / becoming coaches is a bit shit, isn't it? But that doesn't take away from the content creators are really good at what they do. And like we spoke again last week about Aubrey that we had on, his content is good, it's engaging, he uses all the different tricks and stuff. And then they get the good opportunities as well. But people that are just making influencer reels and getting opportunities can go in a bin.
Yeah, like there's loads of good content creators out there, like Ford Runner, some of his stuff's really informative. Ben is running, he makes some good videos. Distance Project, some of Clayton Young's stuff I like watching at the moment, but that's a bit more, high budget type stuff. There's loads of good content out there. It's just...
But yeah, it's the ones that's like, and they run in and they're holding their phone up like Alan Shearer celebration, and then there's just a little text over it. My top 10 tips for running a marathon, or my top 10 tips for hydration. That's ChatGPT stuff. That is where they're getting that information from, innit? Or, even worse, they're just ripping it off some other influencer they've seen with the same information and putting their video over it.
So talking about the people with their phones up in the air, right? Just to remind, I want to say this, right? Cardiff half last year, the front now, and you stacked in, poked in, like. Anyway, trying to get going, looking at my watch, trying to get the time, trying to get the pace, like. Before you get to Sophia, just busy turn off by as if you're going down towards like the old Indian Park and all that down there. This guy's running in front of me with his phone, trying to take photos of selfies. And I shouted and I went, "But put your fucking phone away! Some of us are trying to fucking race, yeah? Put phone away." He's like, if you want to do our shit, get the back.
Yeah, get in the back with me.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're all at the front. There's people up here. It's too much of a bigger gap anyway. From you're going from like, I don't know, say 110 runners up to 130 runners. It's a bit of a too much bigger gap. It's like if you're going to get on your phone, get right up back.
Yeah.
Get right up back. You want to do content.
Because you're not out there running in a 110 because you're just running. You can obviously run a 110 if you're messing about with your camera, but let the other boys and girls that are fighting it out do it and go make content somewhere else. Like.
Yeah.
At least they weren't like Matt Choi rocking up with his brothers on electric scooters, or.
He'd done it before on his bike in Cardiff half. We were running down the Cardiff Bay, and he got a little like Boris type bike, and he was trying to film. They tried to get him off, and he said, "Oh, I got to give one of the boys my asthma pump." It was a great footage of us. We didn't know where he came from. Got a good group of us all running together, and he was like, "You got to get off the course. You got to give him my asthma pump."
Oh, nice. Class. On the subject of Instagram and content, medal reveals and T-shirt reveals piss me off too. 9 times out of 10, the T-shirt's crap. Like, Oh, look at that. It's buzzing. Thank you very much. I knew it was going to be buzzing, and it is buzzing. You just confirmed
Oh, you
it.
changed the colour.
Yeah.
What horrific colour is it going to be this year?
Yeah. Well, like, who's in charge of this? Who's signing it off? And who's making the content for it? If I was like, if they give me the t-shirt and said, make a reel for it, I'd say, fucking no, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. I quit. Like,
You did the
and the
t-shirt.
medal, it's just another poster put, and everyone likes it. It's like, what are you liking it for? It's crap.
It's a medal. Yeah.
But we've spoke about finisher tees. They're crap. And 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, the finisher's tee is rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're taking it away now, aren't they?
No, like, you know,
You said, Bish, you didn't pick one up, did you, yesterday?
like if you've done a marathon,
If I do pick them up, I just use them. You know, like when you go to Cardiff Half.
Yeah.
And you gotta
throw away.
Yeah, throwaway ones. It's just waste. It's just a waste.
But like I said, but you were going to say the marathon ones are probably a bit better, aren't they? Because they've got bigger backers and everything, and they've taken more money off you in the first place.
Yeah.
yeah, and you know, you've just run 26.2 miles. You want something to show for it, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
run around in the t-shirt for next week. Don't wash it.
Yeah. Just say we done, like, should we just take t-shirts away from 5s and 10s and halves?
That's a good shout.
Yeah.
5s and 10s, yeah. Make it a bit cheaper. Get more people properly there racing.
What else could they have? Like the 5 and 10K they could be making something a bit better to encourage them to move on to the next distance.
Fridge magnet.
Like run a 5K, 10K and get a gel belt or something, because you're going to need gel belts for the half marathon or whatever, innit?
Oh, imagine how cheap
Bottle
they make
opener.
Yeah, that'd be awful. Like a toothpick at rock bottom. Imagine how cheap they can make something you don't have to look at.
But,
like a strip of asbestos with some Velcro.
yeah,
Oh.
it'll just be like
Don't give them ideas.
an elastic band with cable ties stuck to it.
Yeah, triple gels in there.
Man super glue to it.
We got to be careful now. Run for Wales follow us the other day, so we've got to be careful. I don't want to get any trouble with them in case they do offer us free spaces that we would absolutely take.
Talking about them, see.
I've only got experience with Run for Wales. But yeah, Run for Wales, they know, they must have seen it. The t-shirts are shit. I've tagged them in there enough times. They look like they're like belly tops after one wash. Like you cover your back. It's disrespectful to think I want to wear that after it. Like, and medals. I don't know what you expect from a medal. Really, it must be hard to design a medal. Do you reckon?
Do you need one anymore? Like, don't need them for like. I mean, I can understand for like, you know, your big stuff.
Have you got any on display?
Halves. No, in my shoebox up in the attic.
Nick's, yours are all in the bucket, didn't he? Dark, any on display?
I've got one here under a pile of my books for work that I meant to get framed. And it's just under a pile of rubbish now. And it's been there for like 11 months. So, no. But
No.
in theory, I was going to. And I just never got around to it, which I think speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Is it shaped like a pizza?
No, it's not. That one is framed.
It's the one with a moustache.
With the headband above it. And my chip time. But also a post-it note with Strava time was.
Oh.
Yeah, with my Strava time.
And a square of grass from Butte Park, like. Bull.
With a sewn-on patch onto a hydro pack.
I did have some medals hanging in my downstairs toilet, but we're in the middle of moving, so they're in a bag somewhere now.
Are they going back up?
Maybe, because I'll have a garage, so I might put them up in there.
And a running machine?
Well,
A running machine.
probably not. It's got an asbestos roof, and I don't fancy putting my head. So, yeah.
That's fine, man.
Oh.
Dust mask.
Well, you've been doing a bit of influencing this week. Mind on the Rodents Instagram page, haven't you?
I just helping out that baldy bastard in the middle of there. Yeah. No, me and Darren doing a bit of
modelling.
photo shoot. Yeah.
With Bob. We're getting Bob Thomas on soon.
Oh, he's nuts.
You've been nagging us for ages to get him on,
Really
Bish,
nice
haven't you?
guy, yeah, really nice guy. Get him on. You got plenty
Really
of
nice guy.
stories to tell you.
I know. I will look forward to that. Right, we got a couple of more that Bishy WhatsApped me when I asked him to do this episode. He's got a problem with hawkers. What's your problem with hawkers?
It's hanging, they just hanging issue.
They.
They're getting a bit better. They're getting a bit better look wise. But I remember when they first came out, I was like, oh.
It's annoying because the gear is nice.
Is it?
The stash is nice. Like, the shoes, yeah.
What gear? You've had a pair, haven't you? And you like them, guy. I've got a pair of the Speedgoat Trail ones, and they're a really good trainer. But I only had them free for Pace and Cardiff half 1 year. Fuck knows how. They must have been sponsored at the time.
Influencer, no?
Yeah, they were.
This was way before this shit.
They're all a free kit now, influencing. Puma, Hawkers.
Yeah, I fucking some nice gear today. My race gear is fucking lovely.
But what did I have? Clifton's. My parents-in-law got them for me for Christmas. My father-in-law was like, right, you need a pair of I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm all right with Nike, I know what I'm doing. Like, no, you absolutely. That's why I had to stop, because he told me, right, you're probably better off getting compression sleeves as well, because it helps the recovery. So I said, all right. And then I wore a compression sleeve on my left leg on the weekend and had to stop at the water station to rip it off. So I'm not taking his advice anymore. But they were good shoes. They were decent. I enjoyed running them. But I need stability more than you lot because I twist my ankle a lot. Like,
in the way my feet land. Jesus.
Darren, you got club foot.
So one of the boys who's still with the club, he had a pair of hawkers. And my gran, right, not with us anymore.
There we go.
Right? She had spina bifida, my gran, right? And I said, Jesus, my grans, they look like my gran's shoes, like. And that's so bad. I was like, you can't wear them running, man. They generally look like spina bifida shoes.
that'd be a banging advert for hawker, wouldn't it? Just pans across a load of hawkers on the floor, like feet in them, and then it pans up and it's just a waiting room in the hospital and all just 70-year-old women sitting there waiting for their appointment.
Curved spines.
Oh. But I don't. They had a nice pair of shorts. That was like multicolour shorts they had, and I do like their logo's nice too. But yeah, maybe they knew the Cielo ones are like Balenciagas. What do you say about Bull?
Some of their colour choices for their kit is questionable.
It is questionable. It's very Ralph Lauren 90s shirts colours, like, isn't it? Like Backstreet Boys video.
Fuck, you come up with some random fucking thoughts.
But no, the Cielos are like Balenciaga shoes, isn't it? Them big massive, or the Louis Vuitton shoes now, the big chunky fuck off hanging stuff. The Cielos look like you'd wear them to like climb a tree or something. I think it's Cielo.
They should stick to trail, Sinead, because Jim Walmsley's doing all right in them, but apart from that,
yeah, that would be, stay in your lane, like, in there, stick to trail.
They seem to be getting more like a fashion shoe as well in a lot of.
Yeah.
Oh, they like high end dad shoe, innit? They kind of pushing New Balance to be the dad shoe, innit?
Oh, we've upset Darkey's gone.
Oh, he's crying.
He's gone to chuck all his hawkers in the bin. He hasn't got an interest in his neck top. Yeah.
All you hear now, right, is a big clanging noise, him picking up his medals, walking out. Love,
he's had enough.
Give me a beer.
Yeah, he's gone to get cans here, as he's had enough. He's off to get 4 Hofmeister. He's not interested in this one. Anyway, Bish, you reckon Iron Man should be sub 15 or you're out?
Yeah. So when I did it, when I first trained for mine, I was like, as long as I try and get into 15, I'll be happy. Did it? There's a lot of people, right? They get off the bike and they just park a bike up and just walk. And for me, don't get me wrong, I walked on the feed stations, or I walked when I was fucked, like. But I know a lot of people who are injured and they go, as long as I get the bike done, I'm done. Park a bike up and walk. And I'm like, oh, that's not for me. It takes a competitiveness out of it for me. So I mentioned to one of the boys who lives up with me, and he called me. He said I was what do you call me? A prick probably, but he thought I was being a bit not elitist, like, but saying this, like, it's basically a prick.
This is a running.
And when he done it, he come back and he said, I agree with him. Totally agree with him, he said. There's
That's giving an extra hour on every discipline, isn't it? 15.
The thing is, all right, you got, what is it? I think it's like a 10-hour cut-off after the swim and bike. I think. I'm not
Yeah, there's
100%
cut
sure.
off for there, isn't it?
Yeah, so you got 7 hours to do a marathon.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't know what it is, but I think you're about right. Bish, 10, 11 hours. Is it after the bike?
Yeah, so you got 7 hours to do a marathon. And
It
for
must
me,
be because what did Kyle and Steve do it in this year?
10 something, when I.
And when we were waiting for them to come out, then people were getting stopped on a bike when they coming in.
Yeah, they were, weren't they? Yeah, because they'd finished.
So it must be 11 hours, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I think so.
because they were stopping people going in.
So.
They making them. Yeah, they were getting off their bikes and stopping them. So it might be between 10 and a half, 11. I can't remember. How did 17 come about when it was first originated years ago?
Probably.
When the fucking headers put it together.
But then I guess if you're making it in 10:59, you're not hitting that cut off. Then you can run that marathon in however many hours anyway, right? Do you want to get pulled after 4 hours of marathon as well then? Or get rid of that cut off?
I just think 7 hours and when it's such a big thing, like it is a big achievement to do. But I just think finishing it on for me, I think it is more of a cyclist event personally, and probably because I'm a shit cyclist, that's the way I say it. But I think 7 hours to do a marathon at the end is a bit takes it away a bit. I think myself.
Yeah, because a lot of them and again, people don't come for me. I haven't done an Ironman, but you can walk it, can't you?
Well, that's what I mean. A lot of people, I know who've done it, who I've seen happen. And boys have been injured before, and they're like, and they're good cyclists, and they're like, I don't care about the run. So as soon as I finish that bike, and they just walk it. They're happy, just get some grip down.
Yeah. Meal deal.
Just happy, and then
yeah, to walk it all is a bit of a piss take. If you're walking it all, that's a piss take, really.
With no intention of running, I find that's a bit.
That's a bit. Not even trying to run it, like. Just go out on your bike and don't spend $1,000 on it, like.
Yeah.
Dark, any opinion? That was sub. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're not even putting this online. Don't worry. Dark, any opinions on Ironman? I don't think so. No.
Not for me. It's not my sport.
No,
dogs
costs too much, takes too much time. Yeah, not for me.
Don't fancy it, Bull?
No, not at all.
You're a good weight for it though. Fly around on a bike and a swim.
I'm okay on a bike. I don't like swimming.
Bishy didn't even take goggles when he started, but you'll be fine.
106 and did a 106 swim as well. That's a fucking happened.
What a
snorkel, like.
Turn around from no goggles to 106.
You got limbs over you. You're just leggy and army as fuck.
Yeah, but I'm like a stick. I just
go like that. Like a propeller.
Maybe you'd be a better swimmer than me, Gar.
No. When I done it, when we done the short one, I could have took fags with me. I was as well. I could have took fags in my wetsuit. I was just taking breaks, floating on my back, talking to the stewards, talking to the volunteers. You all right? Yeah. Just waiting for everyone else to pass. Like, I'm not getting kicked in the head. Right. And I'm not mad on this one either. And I think it is quite dangerous. Dogs in park runs. You probably accept to me, Bish, but if I see especially it wouldn't be so bad at my stake, Nick, right? Because it's small, like there's not many.
Allow it, do they? Don't allow it. Rightly so. It's too fucking narrow, isn't it?
Swansea front, but they've got how many do Swansea? 500.
Yeah, gotta be that now.
You're rammed in, and there's a golden retriever in front of me, and I'm like, where's that? At least with a buggy, they're going to steady us straight. Hopefully, like that dog can do. If that dog sees a seagull to the left, he's cutting me over, like he's cutting me up, ruining my day. Just to have a walk in when you get home.
Ever seen a picture of me running with Speedos with Tony in front?
No. Is Tony a dog?
Yeah. He's a regular at Ponty Park, and he's quite loud. Yeah, he got off the lead, and we were all sprinting off at the start, and he's weaving in front of us, isn't he? There's me, my speedos, like. But I said this, Adam's girlfriend, she brought his dog along the park the other day, and I went, oh, no.
To run. That Bull's dog would win it.
Yeah. Flipping useless he is.
Dogs in park run. Dark, what are you saying?
Oh, no. It's just too messy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
made
real
it
messy. And those waist... Yeah, and those waist fucking belt lead things, they extend. So like you say, you'd be fucking chopping people in half.
The hand waist ones, you've got to have it with a handheld one, so it's not so secure.
Yeah.
And like they've just made they should have just said yes or no.
Like some parks you can get away with it. Like Aberdeen, like it's a huge park. The path's really wide. They don't get a huge turnout. You can easily do it up there and not bother anyone. But then you go to somewhere like Maesteg or Cardiff, Swansea.
Yeah, chaos. Absolute chaos.
You get chaos everywhere.
Yeah.
Cardiff's hard enough with other people using the path anyway, innit? Like, so without fucking people with a dog.
No, exactly. You got your dog lead in one hand, your Insta 360 in the other hand, you've got your forms all over the shop, boys. Bloody hell.
Back on.
And Bishy's just there trying to race.
Aaron's here with his buggy. Fucking hell.
Bloody hell. Anything else we've got for hot takes before we wrap it up?
High rocks.
Oh,
He kept that.
I was hoping you wouldn't say high rocks. What's the problem, Ad?
As a concept, I could get on board with it, but
as a brand,
the clientele and as a brand is just it's just a massive ick.
It is weird. It's like, why does it need to be this massive brand? Why does everyone have to wear black? It's exercising. It's great, and we've got a lot of friends that do high rocks because they're sweeping the nation, obviously, and great, you're enjoying doing it. But it's weird as well, isn't it? Just can't it just be called running and lifting weights together at the same time or something?
It's not even a sport. Let's it's not a sport. Yet people treat it as a sport.
And it's golf.
You've turned this circuit class into a competition.
Yeah.
You turned a circuit class into a competition.
Yeah. That's what it is, isn't it? It's a circuit class.
Oh, and you've got to take the top off, and you've got to tell everyone you do high rock. And you've got
to post a fit photo with the wad.
Yeah, I can't get on board with it at all. And everyone that does it seems to be insufferable.
So you're not going to be going insufferable. You're not going to be attending Cardiff High Rocks in the stadium.
You got to pay 20 quid just to go and watch it.
Have you? How much?
You got to pay like 20 quid just to go and watch.
Do you know how much doubles is?
I wouldn't want to know.
Do you want to take a guess round the table? Ad, you go first.
It's like 200 quid, isn't it? Something like that, is it?
Bish?
160 quid.
Bishy knows he's in. Dark?
I'm going to go big, 370.
240, innit?
Yeah, 240 or 260, is it? Something like that,
yeah.
A lot of cash, like.
You can go and do a circuit class.
You can't get in, though.
Centre for a fiver.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can get a Halo Pass, so all your South Wales leisure centres for like 30 quid a month, and you can go fucking 7 times a week.
RCT, Leisure for Life, if you've got a corporate membership, it's like 20 odd quid.
There we are.
Be at the track on a Tuesday in the summer, tops off every Tuesday.
Tops off.
I'll bring a kettlebells.
Yeah. You set them up every 100.
Push a sled.
Excellent. Right, that's a nice little hour, unless we've got anything else to slide in as a bonus. Dark, anything you want to get off your chest?
I think like a lot of the stuff we talked about today is like boils down to the same thing, isn't it? It's all people who want something from running, in like capital R running, like the community, aren't really giving a ton back. They're not like operating at a club level. not volunteering, not doing
definitely.
it because they want something from it.
People have been in the sport 5 minutes but want to become brand ambassadors and get a load of free kit. And
brand ambassadors. How did we not do that?
Didn't know, like,
we've got one
again. We've got a lot of people. Regan, isn't he? Kylo in the Wild ambassador. Their website was down, right? And I was really disappointed to see. I thought they just sold one hat and one sunglasses, right? And when I went on the website, there's pages and pages of sunglasses and hats. Don't fucking pick what glasses and what hats you give me. If you want me to be an ambassador, just let me pick one pair of glasses and one hat. Everyone's walking around like they're in Super Club on holidays.
I haven't seen this.
You must have seen Kylo in the Wild.
Oh,
fucking, it's been everywhere last week.
Yeah.
See one of the boys. Someone Matt Regan had the other day.
Yeah, Matt Regan.
Yeah.
Matt
Oh,
Varane.
he's on it. He's always on it.
He is.
That's a freebie, that one.
He's doing well this year. He's had some Dove deodorant, I think I've seen him have. He's got the Humantra ring, haven't he? All he needs to do is start running again, boys.
Yeah, actually do some running, Matt. Get back in.
He did have pneumonia over Christmas, didn't he, apparently? So, fingers crossed he's coming back.
He's in the trenches.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Thank you very much. My boy is getting loud, putting his wrestlers away now in the background, so I guess it's time to tuck him in. Thank you very much for jumping on, boys. If we don't get cancelled, perhaps we'll do it again one day. But we'll see you somewhere soon, hopefully.
Yeah. Good to see you all.
awesome.
Yes,
Last minute flight.
sent them all over there yesterday. No, top court, to be fair, right? Bull said it the other day, and I was lucky enough to pick up an hat off you yesterday. And I'd probably buy it again if I didn't know you again. Very well built product. I like the bungee cord fastening on it as well. Well done. I like it.
I think Mike needs one of those hats. I think he'd look really good in one of those hats.
Yeah.
With his
Alex
water vest.
wants to have a word with us.
Yeah.
Have a word with you later, Darkey.
I'd wear one of those hats for the boys, like.
For free.
That's the hammer.
No one's paying for listening running anymore. We covered that about 45 minutes ago.
Only if you can put your arm out like this and go like this.
Gifted.
And run.
Gifted.
I'll have it for gifted pounds.
Gifted, yeah.
Yeah. Here's how I ran a 5K PB. Fuck off. Right, Nick, do you want to wrap it up, son?
Nice one, boys. Good to catch up with you all. Where are we all at next? Where are we all racing next before we go on? What's in the plans, boys? Mike, you go first.
It's going to be Castles, isn't it? I've got London next and then head down for Castles.
Nice.
Newport Marathon for me in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Then Castles in the vets team.
Oh,
you found some minibus drivers, did you?
You what?
You found some minibus drivers, did you?
We need 3 minibus drivers.
I can't get an open team no more, can I?
Bish, you need to do custom vests for the vets team now. Set yourself apart.
I'm going to enter as a business team, actually.
Just to get in. Just to have a leg.
Just to get in. Yeah.
Oh, he just loves racing, doesn't he?
Paul, what have you got?
Dude, racing.
I got a 5K next weekend. Bristol Track Club 5K.
I do not.
Yeah. Whitchurch 5K and Philly 10K in May. I actually got 12 stage as well the following weekend after Bristol Track Club 5K.
Are you shorter distances this year, Bull? Or
First half of this year, yeah. A couple of shortest ones, well, shorter for me in 10K. And then I'm doing Valencia Marathon in December. That'll be the main target.
It'd be a pleasure to see those quads back on my social media feed, but
yes.
But we are all at Castles, are we? Yeah.
Hopefully. Touch wood.
Yeah.
No injuries.
Yeah. Same. Good stuff. Gary, you coming along with us?
yeah, we'll catch up on the mic as well at some point. I might do both days. I don't know yet to figure it out. See what we can muster.
Don't look bad. Get on the back of a moped, like Tour de France.
Yeah. Like the Bradley Wiggins interviewing the riders as he's going along.
Yeah.
Marathon of Rari on S4C, riding on the back of the motorbike, shoving a microphone in people's faces.
People's faces, they were running up fucking Pen and Pass.
I'll do it.
Oh,
That's
that's
what
not
you
what
need.
want, that wouldn't be what you want on our race.
Excellent. Right. Cool. Thank you very much for joining us, boys. This has been Hot Takes with the Runs podcast, and we will see you on start line somewhere soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks, boys.
Nice one, boys.